small businesses are under pressure, in particular hospitality businesses. I want to focus a little bit on Clare. They're under pressure for two reasons. One of the government's making, one not of the government's making. The government have increased the costs on small businesses, increasing the national minimum wage, etc. They will say that's only fair to keep pace with inflation, and indeed people have to be paid to keep pace with inflation. However, small businesses are not able to pass that on to consumers because there are less consumers. Because the majority of the hotel rooms across North Clare and West Clare, which is where most of hospitality businesses are based, are filled with Ukrainians fleeing the situation in Ukraine. Now, that's not, to be very clear, that's not the fault of the Ukrainians, it's not the fault of the government either. But the government has to bear that in mind and has to introduce measures, because the increase in the VAT rate from 9 to 13.5% effectively stripped out the margins of those hospitality businesses. And they are, if you go from Bell Harbour all the way down the coast and in to Ballinacally, they are the major employers, and their margins are gone. So I'd ask that the government revisit this VAT issue, even if it's only for counties or parts of counties where such a large proportion of the bed numbers are taken up by Ukrainians, because they're taking a huge hit. I also want to mention other businesses. That's farming businesses. They may not be considered to be SMEs, but they are small businesses, and they're under huge pressure because, like the hospitality sector, their costs have risen dramatically in the past 2 years, but the price they're getting for their product hasn't increased. It fell precipitously last year with regard to milk. It stabilised with regard to beef, but it's not rising to match the cost of inputs. And again, their margins are gone. People can't operate without profits. Thank you very much.
Say we have about